Oh, hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I really enjoy timing my welcome to you with Lorenzo's sweet actions on screen. He's so smiley, I love him. Cheap thrills, right? Yeah. Anyhow, today's video is going to be dedicated to kind of like efficient farming, especially if you're a city slicker like me, and you have no idea what you're doing on the farm. So we'll go into depth. Well, I don't know, depth might be a total overstatement, but we'll talk about it a little bit. I don't even know if I covered this in my previous video because my old memory is slipping, but we'll talk about some things as well that I've just kind of noticed, and I feel pretty good about like getting better at. So I'll share all my tips for those of you who are masters at this. Hey, cheers to you. For those of you that are maybe just picking this game up and then you stumble across my video for some advice, maybe you're from the future. There's always people from the future. So anyhow, and if not, hey, thanks for hanging out. But hey, first, a story. You didn't think you were gonna get away so easily, did you? No. All right. Well, here goes. Circle up. Today I had to go shopping for a senior citizen, and hey, look, I know my way around a grocery store. I definitely know my way around a grocery store. Like nobody's business. And so it's totally different when you're taking somebody else's shopping list with you, especially when it's like the obscure list by a senior citizen that has like bizarre things that packages, brand things that, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know where to find that. So that was tricky. And I definitely had to, take some time kind of searching it all out. It was like a scavenger hunt, man. But I did because, that's who I am. And as I'm looking, I'm trying to find these things. I'm like gunning, up and down these aisles, looking at everything, like trying to decide what the best replacement is. It was like, whoa, totally dawned on me that like I have become the Instacart shopper. Yeah, it was like the world had turned upside down, and the world has turned upside down. So that was a strange thing to realize. But I got all the stuff. Wasn't able to find a couple things. I wasn't able to find Tylenol. So I go and I drop off all these groceries in the garage, and I keep my droplets to myself, don't worry, and get back in the car, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, there's actually another market right across the street here. Maybe I try again. Maybe I try for the Tylenol again. And if nothing else, like if I find it, I can just swing back and drop that off as well. So I go in, and dude, I've never been to this market before. It's a pretty new one, and it's like extremely large and highly irregular in its setup. Like each department had its own like grand presentation of wares for your I don't know, enjoyment and purchasing. It's like I don't know. It's like they thought they were Selfridges or something, but. I was wandering through. I don't even know I got a basket. I didn't need a basket, but because I was only looking for the Tylenol. But I don't know. Baskets are kind of a good buffer right now from all the ninjas and crazy robbers that are walking around. It really it's on a side note of that, like I don't know. It's weird not being able to see people's faces. I don't want to see people's faces. I want to know like who am I looking at. So anyway, that was just an aside, but. Can't find the Tylenol. I'm lost in this crazy grocery market. This grocery market is on steroids, and like, I'm just like, okay, well, where is the front? Like, I should just get out of here and just return my basket and just leave. But then I realized that like on my way in, I had passed the bakery section and just like haphazardly like grabbed like a box of like donut holes or something like that. And then I'm thinking, well, I can't just like put the donut holes back on the display. That would be absolutely irresponsible after I touch them. So I should probably just go through the checkout. So here I am with like my giant basket that they had to like scrub down, clean, disinfect, totally wasted on me. Except for the fact that it was a good buffer. I mean, so maybe it wasn't totally wasted, but and then all I have is like a package of donut holes. And so like I'm realizing that I now look like the biggest a-hole who is risking all of humanity to leave the house, to go to the store, just for some donut holes. So that's my story. I felt bad. I felt really bad. Well, I didn't feel bad because I had done the shopping and I was doing a good deed. I felt like I just looked bad. I didn't, look like an a-hole, but not the first time it's happened. Anyway. All right, let's get back to business. What are we here to talk about? Oh yeah, we're here to talk about farming, right? Farming for city slickers like me. The big question I think with this game that a lot of people talk about is, do you just focus on your one UR and like leveling them up, maxing them out, like making them like crazy strong so you can just fly through content? Or, do you level your party? And, I'm sure like the experts would say, yeah, you focus on that one UR. It's expensive, the investment expensive from a resources standpoint on what it takes to maximize a UR. So I understand like the rationale there. I personally am a party person. Party person? Yeah, party people in the house. But I like to have a party. So, well, a theme party or a party or, a party like this. Here's my little crew. I like getting them all up to speed. It makes me happy. Like, I think I just get really attached to my characters. I think that's really what it's all about. But the good thing is, maybe there's a right way, but in my mind, there's not a right way. It's like, you just, you do what you want to do, right? Hey. So let's talk about how you can either max out one of these URs or, do what I'm doing and kind of like slowly but surely, like, build a party and of fine folk. So number one, I would say before you go anywhere, you gotta remember, or you gotta hire someone to remind you. I had a person like that, but they're just not up to the job, I guess. But hire a person if you can to remind you to do this summon down here, this limited normal summon. You get to do this 3 times a day. It's so beautiful. And yeah, this is a 1 million downloads thing, so it's not gonna last forever, but occasionally these things will come up and you cannot forget about it. I'm assuming that we will have maybe just maybe one free daily. I have no idea how it's gonna go. I'm not a fortune teller. But for now, definitely don't ignore this. And I realize I'm giving this advice when it says that this is limited until 4/7, but shh. Anyway, I already did mine, but I'm going to show you because that's how much I love you guys. I'm going to go spend like 1 million gil. Is that 1 million? I can't count those zeros. Don't have my glasses on, but I'll show you. This is so cool. And it's great because you get a lot of things. You get unit shards. You get, maybe stuff in C. Now I'm going to get some rainbows because, it actually, kind of spoiler alerts you. So let me click on these and I'll let them open. So I don't have you. So you get some shards. You get like, these resources that help you awaken units. And that's always good to have. Oh, Titan, I've got you. So, yes, Lorenzo. See, that makes me happy. Now I'm happy. This is great. This is a great million gil spent, right? Magic beam float eye. Oh yeah, another rainbow. Light awakening prism. Cool. I really need those bad boys for my Fina. And then fire seat. Sweet. That's totally worth 1 million gil. Not that I'm encouraging you to spend your gil on that, but I'm happy to demonstrate. Right? All for you guys. So that's one thing. Sick straw, get out of my mouth. That's one thing that you just have, stay on top of that. And I don't know what's going to happen when this event ends, that 1 million downloads, etc. But while we're on that, you definitely want to go in here and get your special shard. So, it's probably recommended that you go towards your UR unit or whoever you think is like your super cool unit and try and get their shards. I actually want Fina's right now, so I'm going to go into light, and that's going to be my daily for this one. And, I was going to show you something, but I'll show you next time. So I'm going to go get this done and cross my fingers that I'll get Fina's. But, it doesn't always work out that way. See how I didn't subject you to the entire fight? Got heart. It's it's a black heart, but it's still in the shape of a heart. All right. Okay. Well, we didn't get lucky. We got the other guy that I have. Actually, I have, but I haven't started leveling him up. So back to basics. The other second most important thing after whatever free summons are available at the time is Chocobo Expedition. And I know I've glossed over this before, but I didn't know that you could change where you were going. I was just like, I thought it was just set, and I was like, why is it always Earth? And then my peeps told me that there's actually a way to change this. Look, all right, so you click on party formation, and this is where you can decide who you want to put in there. Click on Twilight Woods, and then so I was going to the Putrid Mire like every day, and I was like, what's going on? Like, is that just like the month of March or something? No, you can choose wherever you want to go. Again, old news for some people, right? Not for me. So because I do want to focus on Fina, and she's light, I'm gonna stick on to Blinding News. I was going after dark for a while because I was working on awakening my Ziza, and she's dark element. So now I'm gonna go in, and we're all gonna just like head out for light stuff. So they're gonna go do that, and meanwhile they're gonna get experience, which I find really helpful, especially when you're kind of getting close to the max out spot. And of course you want to see who's gonna have their Mont right now in this place has the up arrow. That means that he's going to get more experience or at a higher rate. So, and then other ones, will give you extra drop rates. In fact, I should actually switch Fina in here. Let's take you out, Old King Leonis. We'll put Fina in. Where is my girl? There she is. The only bad thing about having her in right now is because she is actually technically maxed out on what do you call it? Her level is maxed out right now until I awaken her, which is why I want to get more materials for her. All right, so we covered that. Next, and we've talked about guild before. This is my sweet guild, best guild. But just keeping track of the barracks, and I know I have mentioned this before, but guys, I'm obsessed with the counterattack mechanic. It's my favorite thing in games is a counterattack. So I like to go in here and get JP, and always watch that faith number, because the faith number is going to go down, and it's important. You want to make sure that it doesn't drop too low, because then your units are going to be susceptible to did I say that word right? Susceptible to status elements, and I think even magic. Am I right? I don't know if I'm right. Why am I making a video? I don't know. But I do love getting up all that JP, because man, it feels good. So when you do have that, you gotta go nutso with their abilities, which for me, I'm so excited about counterattack. So here I'm gonna go Dragon's Blade. Right now it's at level 10 out of 20. Chance of counterattacking when damaged, and absorbs damage dealt. So I love doing that. And then a quick easy way, because this thing gets a little busy sometimes, you just go to ability enhance, and then click the ones that you want to do. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna hold up for a second because I just spent a lot of JP apparently. I'm glad to be half paying attention and wasting my resources just to teach you nothing, but I hope you appreciate it. All right, what else can we look at? But yeah, anybody else love counterattacks? Can we just pause and say, hey, cheers to counterattacks, right? Pretty much an amazing mechanic, especially in these tactical games, because it's like an extra turn. And if your characters are strong enough, that counterattack can be absolutely fatal to the opposing team. So it's fantastic. So I always go straight for that, and you do you, but I love counterattacks. Man, I'm getting so excited just talking about it. What else should we look at? Okay, so we talked a little bit about the units, but another really important thing to note is their jobs. Get a job. But okay, so Paladin would be great. Let's do that. Let's enhance his job. The great thing about, not ignoring this part is that you want to get excited about the extra abilities that open up once you get that new job. And then actually, I will say, so at first I was like, wait, am I going to have to set Paladin as the main? Oh no, it doesn't seem like anything changes here. And like, do I know everything about this game? I don't. So, don't take my word for everything. Well, don't ever take my word for anything, but you can get another job, and it's not like life where you have to commit. The game of life I'm talking about. Where you have to commit to the new job change, which, how awesome was that when you start off and you get the college degree and then you get a bad role and you get teacher and you only get a payday of 20,000 or whatever it is, something terrible and totally accurate to real life. And then later on it's career change, and then you roll and then you get doctor or lawyer, and all your siblings are super pissed at you. Oh man, it's so great. So anyway, you don't have to make a job change. It looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like you just continue to expand and grab some new abilities. So I like new abilities. What do you think? He's got 801 JP because I'm a rock star pretty much, and so I'm gonna go use that to unlock this bad boy. Dexterity +6, sweet. It doesn't look like I can unlock anything else. So I'm glad I'm glad I did that. Maybe somebody else should have gotten a new job, but whatever. Let's just do my favorite thing while we're here, and ability enhanced counterattack or counterblade for forever, because it's my favorite thing. Let's get it up to 10. What do you think? Oh man, it makes me so happy. I'm getting so excited right now. All right. Because this means that it's gonna it has a higher likelihood of happening and will do even more damage, and I will totally slay everything. See, my voice is wavering because I'm so excited. Okay, now we did that. What else can we look at? Oh, equipment. Actually, I think my voice is wavering because I had too many Dr. Pepper 10s today, and my heart is racing. Okay, what else? Equipment, sure. Ice brand. Oh, you're a cool guy. Look, we got this for completing that bingo thing. That was sweet. We want to make this better because it behooves us to, because look at it. It's like a 5-star piece of equipment. Can't snub your nose at that, can you? But we want to make it better. So what can we do? Yeah, we can enhance it with all these things. So let's just, go boom, 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 a bunch of levels. Well, this isn't really a bunch of levels. Okay. Let's go to 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, enhance equipment with a seal effect? Wait, yeah, sure. What does this do? Hit points? That sounds great. Maybe I shouldn't use this. Guys, I don't know, I'm flustered. Let's take it off for a second, because I need to think about what I'm doing. Oh, sweet, mission clear, great. All right, so I enhanced that guy. Now, if I want to awaken it, though, I'm going to need these materials. And the unit screens have this as well, and the job screens have this as well. And I didn't realize this until yesterday. So, if I'm helping you out at all, then hey, cheers. But you can click on these things. And I knew this already. I did know this already, so I'm not that much of an idiot, but this shows you how to obtain it. Okay, so in this case, this is the Arena Metal Exchange Shop, or the PvP Metal Exchange, and a lot of equipment actually is really, really super, super tied to Arena. But this one, no, I'm lying again. You can get this guy in the shop, or again, the Metal Exchange Shop, and the metals are from the Arena. All right, so that tells you where to go, and you can go do that. So thanks for making a liar out of me, equipment, but let me go show you where this is really useful. And that would be in, oh, not you, in the unit section, when we are looking at the jobs, who do I actually care more? Not you. Yeah, probably you. You're on job 4, and you're my UR, so I should, according to the masters, totally be investing in you. So I want one of these things, all right? Oh, look, I can get that in part 1, chapter scene 1, scene 3. Okay, let's do it. Road to Run. So then I click on it. It takes us there automatically. We embark. We go for it, and then we're gonna totally farm for that thing, maybe get it. Again, do you like how I didn't put you through that? I know. It's so nice. I forgot to point something out to you that I also just learned about because I was, totally informed by my awesome friends that there's a really, really cool thing that you can do with auto battle, and that is increase the speed, right? Really cool. And just to go show you, let's go into the far plane, because that was was that the last thing I was going to talk to you about? You guys are like, yes, please. No, I was going to talk to you about vision cards. Vision cards, well, I don't know what I'm going to say about this. I would just say that, again, look at the enhancement. Okay, you need these things. Where do you get these things? Oh, growth egg chamber. Novice. So you can click on that and it'll take you right there, which is perfect. But we're not going to do this right now. We're going to go back a second. We're going to go to limited, and we're going to do Shadowbringers, because anytime there's a limited event, that means that the unit and their shards as well are limited, and you don't want to miss out on that. If you do happen to have, we all got a free Y'shtola this time around, and in future events, that'll be a little bit different, but this time we all got a free Y'shtola, and this is a great time to, max it out. And this is absolutely the place where friends come in, because if you are like me and you're obsessed with kind of leveling a general party versus focusing everything on your URs, then you're gonna get by with a little help from your friends. I'm so sorry. So what you want to do is then, I hate myself. So you go in and then you pick out something that you don't think you can do. It's for a while I was recommended unit level 30. That's crazy town. I can't do that. So then I went in there and I brought in oh, let's go find someone. Oh, Castile, come with me, because you have that amazing Medina, and she's gonna wreck everything, and that'll be great. Oh, this is gonna show you about battles. Okay, so battle setting. So see how it says speed up right here in the middle? Yeah, you can totally choose if you want to speed that up. I didn't know that, and yeah, was it Moose? Maybe it was Moose that told me about this. I think it was. Hey, cheers, Moose. Thanks for that. So yeah, and then you set these things up and whatever, but it's perfect because then it just goes through it, just farms like crazy, super fast style, and then yeah, you go off and you get it done. Because sometimes it's tricky, and that's why I think people do suggest totally building. Oh man, this is a super long one. Sorry. This is why people totally do advise you to just power up a UR, because they can pretty much carry you through a lot of the hard content. It just hurts my feelings. I don't want to see Lorenzo die. So I wanna put stuff into him too. I like him. I plan to use him, and I'm not some chasing person. But it's cool if you are. Hey, whatever. All right, I'm gonna fast forward. No, stop ogling. Just kidding. Ogle if you want. Whatever. You do you. And then I'm gonna fast forward this. All right. See, again, you're welcome. But anyhow, this is just just an example of it's great to have strong friends. It's great to make friends in the game, because it, especially with events. And it's one thing I'm somebody who, yes, I do shoot. Okay, good. I was worried that I went in there again. I do tend to, and see, it brings you right back to this whole thing. So there we were working towards that one. I don't know why I chose that one. Let's get out of here. When I do story, I'm very ridiculously, to a fault, proud to complete story content by myself. I don't like taking friends on story content. This goes for FFB as well, which means that, and that's why I'm so far behind the story for the most part. But I don't put it on auto either for the first story battle. It's I want to be at the game. Like, that's important to me. Like, I want to be able to, I want the bragging rights. Like, it's very, very important. So, but again, we all have got our own game style, and we all have our own goals, and we play games for different reasons. So you do you, whatever. Anyhow, in the event, however, especially with far playing, especially like if you're going for Chris or something. So as I was saying, I'm working on my Fina. I want to awaken her really, really badly, but I have none of this stuff. So, you know, I can't even go there yet because I haven't even done like the simple ones. What I need to do, yeah, okay, there. Let's start with level 1. And then I'll work, you know, I'll be able to do level 2 or level 3 or whatever. But you want to, like, you know, as those levels are getting harder and you need that stuff, and if it's hard for you to do, it's great to have that person to help pull you through it, just for getting the materials. So don't be afraid to make friends in the game. Absolutely not. Alright, this has actually been a super productive video. I've gotten all this farming done while I'm totally teaching you guys so many things, right? Right. So great, good for me, right? What do you call it? Multitasking? Oh, Whimsy Shop. Shoot, Whimsy Shop is open. Oh no. So Whimsy Shops are awesome because you can get things at super, like, dirt cheap. Well, they're not that cheap, but they're cheap enough prices. So whenever one of those pops up, you absolutely just jump in there. Okay, well, you guys are, it's a bunch of fools and stupid things. I'll probably come back to this after I get off this, but I don't want to waste your time. I don't know why I say that now. But, alright. This was extremely productive for me. You all have been fooled along the ride, but, you know, it's all good, right? And hey, when Walk of Life starts playing in the grocery store, it's really hard to keep yourself from breaking into song, but you can hum. Humming is fine. Humming, your mouth is closed, no droplets are escaping. So, you know, word to the wise, that's an option for you. All right, I am gonna wrap this up, and maybe you got something out of it, maybe you didn't. Espers, it really annoys me that my Esper little red dot thing, exclamation point, keeps shouting out at me because I cannot stand the sight of those little red bubbles. But it's really just telling me that I can go spend some SP on Golem, but I don't feel like doing it. And all I can say about Espers as far as farming goes is a good spot to be is Chocobo Expedition and focus on their element. All right, so yeah, well, this was good for me. Was this good for you? I don't know. But you all have fun playing this out there. If you've got any tips, feel free to share them with me. And if you don't, well, or if you're from the future, then good luck and enjoy the game. And before I get any more worse, I'm gonna say goodbye. So, cheers. See you around Discord if you aren't afraid of an awkward time. And all right, yep, that's all I got. All right, cheers.